Getting approved does not automatically mean you're ready to buy a house. And I know that might sound strange because most first-time homebuyers think pre-approval is the biggest first step. And it is important. But today I want to explain the difference between what the bank says that you can afford and what actually feels comfortable in real life, because those are not always the same thing. Hi, I'm Corrine Stanton with Silver Creek Realty Group, and I help buyers understand the process before they feel pressured to make decisions. So let's talk about pre-approval. Pre-approval gives you a starting point. It tells you what a lender may be willing to loan you based on your income, your credit, your debt, and the loan program. But the lender is mainly looking at numbers. They are not living your day-to-day life. They don't know what payment would make you feel stretched. They do not know how much margin you want in your budget. They do not know if you like to travel, help family, save aggressively, or just have breathing room every month. So just because a lender says you can buy up to a certain dollar amount doesn't mean that you automatically should be shopping for your budget with that. There's a big difference between what you qualify for and what actually feels good. And I think that part gets missed a lot, especially with first-time homebuyers, because it's exciting. You get the pre-approval letter, you start looking online, and suddenly you're picturing yourself in all of those houses. And that part is fun. I love that part. But before you start falling in love with homes, I want you to slow down just a little bit and ask yourself a few questions. What monthly payment actually feels comfortable? Not the maximum, not the stretch number, the number that lets you sleep at night. Can you still save money after making that payment? Will you still have room for utilities, maintenance, and the normal things life throws at you? Because when you own your home, there's no landlord to call. If the water heater goes out, that's on you. If the sprinkler system needs work, that's on you. If something needs repaired after closing, guess what? That's on you. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because when you understand the full picture, that can make a much better decision. Another thing I'd like first-time home buyers to think about is timing. Are you in a good season of life to make a big decision? Buying a home can come with a lot of moving parts. There are showings, offers, inspections, repair negotiations, loan deadlines, appraisals, insurance, closing, moving, and a lot of little decisions along the way. You do not have to understand all of that before you start. That's what I'm here for. But you do want to be honest with yourself about your bandwidth. If you are already in a really stressful season, maybe you're starting a new job, planning a wedding, dealing with a family situation, or just feeling stretched a little thin, that matters. Not because you cannot buy, but because we may need to slow the process down, get more organized, and make sure that you feel clean and clear instead of rushed. The best buyers are not always the ones with the highest approval amounts. The best buyers are the ones who are prepared. They know their comfort zone. They understand the process. They know what matters most to them, and they're able to make decisions without feeling like they're being pushed. That is why I always recommend starting with a buyer consultation before you start seriously touring homes. That meeting is not about pressure. It's not about forcing you to buy. It is simply about getting clear. We talk about your goals, your timelines, your budgets, what you want in a home, what the process looks like, and what you can expect from start to finish. My job is to help you control the process so that you can stay focused on making good decisions. Because at the end of the day, buying your first home should not feel confusing or chaotic. It should feel clear. It should feel informed, and it should fit your actual life, not just a lender's spreadsheet. So yeah, start with the pre-approval, but don't stop there. Take time to understand your real comfort zone. And if you're thinking about buying your first home and you want someone to walk through the process before you even feel pressured to make a decision, I'd be happy to help. I'm Corinne Stanton with Silver Creek Realty Group, and I appreciate your time watching. Stand by for the next one.